Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered how the smallest things on this planet could turn the entire world upside down? We're not talking about earthquakes or natural disasters here. It's something even more terrifying. Viruses. These invisible enemies can spread like wildfire, mutating unpredictably and wreaking havoc in ways we can hardly imagine. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of the most dangerous viruses ever known to mankind. From catastrophic pandemics of the past, like the Spanish flu, to modern nightmares like COVID-19, we'll uncover which virus poses the greatest threat to us. Think you already know which virus tops the list? Take a guess and see if you're right. Now, without further ado, let's get started. First on our list is the Ebola virus, one of the most terrifying viruses ever discovered. It was first identified in 1976 near the Ebola River in Africa. This virus quickly became infamous for its staggering mortality rate, reaching up to 90%. Within just a few days of infection, victims experienced severe fever, internal and external bleeding, and organ failure. Entire communities have been devastated by Ebola outbreaks, prompting countries to seal their borders in an attempt to stop its spread. Can you imagine a virus so deadly that even a small outbreak could paralyze a whole region? Next, we have the Spanish flu, H1N1, a virus that shook the world in 1918. While the word flu might sound harmless, this particular strain proved to be a ruthless killer. In just 2 years, it claimed more than 50 million lives. Unlike most flu viruses, which typically target the elderly and those with weakened immune systems, the Spanish flu hit young, healthy adults the hardest. Hospitals were overwhelmed, and bodies filled the streets as the healthcare system collapsed under the pressure. Then there's HIV, a virus that doesn't kill its victims quickly, but slowly dismantles their immune system over time. Discovered in the 1980s, HIV has taken millions of lives and remains one of the most significant global health challenges. Although modern medicine has made incredible strides in controlling the virus with antiretroviral therapy, a complete cure still eludes scientists. Imagine living with the constant fear that your body could fail you at any moment due to a virus you can't get rid of. These 3 viruses are just the beginning. Which of these do you think is the most terrifying? Let us know your thoughts. Let's continue with some viruses that may not always make the headlines, but are just as deadly. First up is the rabies virus. You might think rabies is rare or not a big deal, but it's one of the deadliest viruses known to humanity. Once symptoms start showing, survival is almost impossible. Rabies spreads through bites from infected animals, attacking the nervous system and causing symptoms like fear of water, seizures, and hallucinations. In many parts of the world, rabies remains a serious threat, with animals like dogs, bats, and even raccoons acting as carriers. A single bite can change a person's fate forever. Now, how's that for terrifying? Next, we have the Nipah virus, a lesser-known but incredibly dangerous pathogen. Nipah is mainly found in fruit bats and can infect humans through contact with infected animals, particularly pigs, or through contaminated food. Once inside the body, Nipah causes severe brain inflammation, leading to coma and death within days. The mortality rate can reach up to 70%, and worse still, there are no effective treatments or vaccines available. If this virus mutates to spread easily from human to human, it could trigger a pandemic far deadlier than many we've faced before. Finally, there's the Zika virus, a name that may sound familiar if you remember the panic it caused between 2015 and 2016. Zika spreads through mosquito bites, primarily from the Aedes species. While the symptoms are often mild in adults, the real danger lies in its impact on unborn children. Pregnant women infected with Zika risk giving birth to babies with microcephaly, a severe condition where the baby's brain does not develop properly. This fear led to widespread travel advisories and health warnings, especially across the Americas. These viruses may not be in the spotlight like Ebola or COVID-19, but their potential to cause devastation is very real. Which one of these would you say gives you the biggest chills? Next, we have the H5N1 avian flu, a virus that has been on scientists' watch lists for decades. This virus primarily affects birds, but can infect humans who come into close contact with infected poultry. While human cases are rare, H5N1 has an alarming mortality rate of around 60%. Imagine if it were to mutate and become easily transmissible from person to person. Such a scenario could lead to a pandemic with catastrophic consequences. Several countries have already taken drastic measures, such as mass culling of poultry, to prevent outbreaks. It's a clear reminder of how fragile our control over viruses can be. Another virus of concern is MERS-CoV, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, first detected in 2012. MERS is thought to have originated from camels and can cause severe respiratory issues, including pneumonia and organ failure. What makes MERS particularly dangerous is its high fatality rate, around 34%. While it hasn't spread globally like other viruses, localized outbreaks have caused major disruptions in healthcare systems, particularly in the Middle East. Imagine dealing with a virus that can kill 1 in 3 people it infects. That's a nightmare for any hospital. And of course, we can't forget the most recent global threat, SARS-CoV-2, the virus behind COVID-19. Emerging in late 2019, this virus has since reshaped the world as we know it. With millions of lives lost and countless others affected, COVID-19 showed just how quickly a virus can spread in a connected world. It also demonstrated how adaptable viruses can be, with new variants like Delta and Omicron making containment efforts even more difficult. Despite advances in vaccines and treatment, COVID-19 remains a challenge that we are still learning to manage. From the threat of mutated bird flu to the ongoing battles against respiratory viruses like MERS and COVID-19, it's clear that viruses are a relentless force. Do you think we'll ever reach a point where science can fully eliminate these threats, or will we always be one step behind? So, we've reached the end of our journey exploring some of the world's most terrifying viruses. From the devastating pandemics of the past, like the Spanish flu and Ebola, to modern threats like COVID-19, these invisible enemies remind us just how vulnerable we are. Yet, thanks to scientific advancements, we've also seen how resilient humanity can be in the face of these challenges. Protecting yourself and others starts with simple steps: staying informed, practicing good hygiene, and following health guidelines. Even small actions like washing your hands or wearing a mask can make a world of difference when it comes to preventing the spread of deadly viruses. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And let us know in the comments which virus from today's video shocked you the most. Until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.